Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new loot video for you all today. So today I bring you guys another Slayer related video. This is none other than loot from 24 hours of Konar's Slayer. Now, unlike the previous two, this was all done in one sitting. The other day on Twitch I did 24 hours of this, and then I did a 4-hour long Corporal Beast Mass. All the variety of monsters that I did see in this video, as well as all the clue scrolls and Brimstone keys, really made me excited to see just how much I would make in a span of 24 hours. Starting at 27.4 million Slayer XP, and our first task being Fossil Island Wyverns. The goal for this video was to see as many drops as we could, maybe get a pet, and of course make as much profit as possible. If you guys want to check out the description below, you'll also be redirected to 24 hours of Duradel and 24 hours of Steve Slayer. Always nice to see a comparison. I started with about 1500 Slayer points for this video, but I will say there was some skipping and even some blocking involved during this one, so the Slayer point gain wasn't as much as I wanted it to be, but I do think the blocking was necessary, and I will show you guys what tasks I did block later on. Right after the Fossil Island Wyverns, I did get assigned Worms, and this kind of gave me the idea to unblock one Slayer task so that I could block maybe Worms in the future, so I went with unblocking Aberrant Specters. People seem to think I was crazy to have that task blocked, but I really only enjoy doing them on my Iron Man account. So nevertheless, though, I did decide to go ahead and do that worm task, and I did get a few superiors as seen on screen here. Really do enjoy the graphics of these superiors, and I actually found out recently that quite a few superiors have been added to the game to quite a few different Slayer monsters, so hopefully you guys will see a few of those in this video in particular. Saw some nice Brimstone keys from this task, as well as soul and blood runes. And speaking of blood, you know, I did want to make the Amulet of Blood Fury because I hear it's really good for Slayer, so big shout out to this guy Do Your Slayer who did encourage me to get it. I think I only gave him a few purple sweets for it, so yeah, really nice guy, and he did lend it to me. And this amulet is so good for healing. You know, anytime I would get tasks like Mithril Dragons or Addy or Rune Dragons, maybe even Dark Beast, you know, anything that does a little damage to you, the Sarah Godsword is of course really good for healing you, but this blood amulet is even better because the opportunity to get healed by it is just so common because you're hitting so much, and anytime you hit, you know, you do have that chance to get some HP back if you're using melee. So using that amulet on quite a few Slayer tasks really made this grind more enjoyable, and I would say it's even worthwhile to bring, although it does cost a lot of money to use. If you do have a decent bank and you are maxed or you're getting close to it, I would definitely recommend you guys to try out this blood amulet at least once, just so you can see the difference in how easy it makes certain Slayer tasks that are known to really damage you and cause you to bank a lot. This saved me so much time, and I gotta be honest, it really makes me want to redo a lot of monsters now just wearing this thing. But anyways, moving on from that, you know, there was one specific bank tab that kept every single drop through this video, and of course every casket, you know, hard, elite, master, whatever it may have been, was stored in this bank tab as well. It has been a while since I've done Konar Slayer, and although I have done 2 different major loot videos regarding it, the views always seem to be good because I think a lot of people do enjoy Konar Slayer. The difference of variety of tasks you can get in different locations, and not only that, I really think it's just the Brimstone keys, you know, adding value to tasks such as Bloodhounds or Bloodvelds, Fire Giants, so many different monsters out there that really only drop clue scrolls and no other valuable. But thanks to these Brimstone keys, you're always guaranteed extra profit. So I'm curious to see how many Brimstone keys we will get in 24 hours. As you can see, during this Abyssal Demon task, which was assigned in the Abyss, which is really not the most popular location to kill these things, but certainly you can kill them. You know, you do occasionally get attacked by the other monsters around. I'm sure people who have done this task know that's a little annoying, but you know what makes up for that is the 2 whip drops that we did receive on top of the 3 Brimstone keys just in one task. The RNG was all over the place because not only did I get that, but I did get a Dragonstone, which is definitely rare, as well as a clue scroll. So really do enjoy these Abbey Demon tasks, with the whip price being 2.7 million. After making over 5 million GP from that one task alone, I did decide to go ahead and block Worms, which, you know, I kept getting assigned worm tasks all day, and my stream kept telling me, you know, they're so boring boring. Why do you do them? So I did go ahead and unblock blood velds, and I decided to block worms. I will say, looking back now that it's like a day later, I do regret this. I probably will unblock them. I don't mind killing them. I just don't like boring people, you know, with the same task over and over again. The drop table's okay. I mean, it's nothing perfect. You guys know that, but it is what it is. They're certainly easier to kill than drakes. Anyways, I don't mind unblocking blood velds because of the new blood veld area. I'm really looking forward to using a cannon there finally after all these years. So whenever I get assigned that task, I will smile on that day that I finally unblocked them after all these years. What can I say? Just not a big fan of the blood veld tasks. So after I killed some water fiends, which was really interesting, a lot of drops on their drop table, I was moved on to Alchemical Hydra. First kill, did get that lovely Brimstone key. As you can see, the KC really hasn't changed since the 1000 video. A lot of these monsters I tend to never kill again after I'm done recording a video because I'm always trying to kill the next monster. There's never a reason to go back even if I didn't get the pet, but nevertheless I did kill like 20 Alchemical Hydra. Then I decided, since there is a new superior called the Colossal Hydra, which you guys will see here in a second, and man oh man, it is awesome. You know, why not kill the mini ones, you know? Try to find the new superior, see what it's like, get all the Slayer XP from it. I think you get over 8,000 Slayer XP if you kill it. Really boost the Slayer XP per hour. And also try to finish up some Brimstone Rings if you can get any pieces, if you're lucky enough at these smaller Hydras. Unfortunately, I was actually unlucky. I didn't get a single Brimstone Ring piece in my past 2 Hydra tasks, so very unfortunate, but I got a lot of keys, so don't get those two confused. Brimstone Ring, you get 3 pieces, you can sell it, make some money. Brimstone Key, untradeable, but you can make some money if you open the chest. Did also visit the Chasm of Fire during this video with a couple greater demon tasks, you know, really good to cannon those. Big shout out to the guy that got 99 Slayer here, good friend of mine. Figured I'd throw that in the video since this is a Slayer video. Saw a lot of different superiors, but I won't say if I got an Imbued Heart or an Eternal Slayer Gem, 2 items that I have not seen prior to the making of this video, despite having almost 30 million Slayer experience. You guys will have to wait and see if we did get one towards the end. Since I was using the Fire Max Cape, I did have the option to do a few back-to-back tasks, and you guys have seen 1 or 2 examples of that so far. My inventory for most tasks was almost always the same, you know, just bringing the gem bag, the soul bearer, and of course the herb sack. Tried my very best to pick up every single valuable for this video. There would be occasions when my inventory would be full though, so you know, I wouldn't be able to pick up everything. And yes, I haven't done the Lumbridge Diaries yet, so unfortunately I have to use a lunar staff to use fairy rings. I also could have used NPC contact. I know a couple people did mention that, but I just decided to, you know, keep it old school, use the lunar staff, use the fairy ring code CIR, and this was basically how I got all of my tasks again and again. Multiple boss tasks during this video. I believe Thermonuclear Smoke Devil was one of the first ones, and since I blocked Hellhound, Cerberus was never going to be seen, so, you know, no complaints about that really. The log is complete on Cerberus. Did also manage to get a Scorpia task, which is a monster that I've not killed in quite a few months. I'd actually say it's been over a year, and since there is a Trailblazer League season going on right now, 2 whole months of that, I really think this will make the wilderness less populated, so anytime I get a Wilderness Slayer task, or anytime I even want to go in the wild in general, it's very, very laid back, so that's lovely. Only received 1 Necreal task during this video, which is great because most of my money was in range and melee. I had almost no money in magic, just a Master Wand with full Arums and a Mage Book. Still rebuilding from that Laren's Key video as well as that 500 mil risk fight. Not to mention, I just dropped a $250 million on a lot of membership for multiple of my accounts. Sure does cost a lot of money just to maintain things these days, but nevertheless, even though I was maging with a Master Wand and full Zamorak robes, I did have a good friend of mine loan me a Kodai wand for these tasks, so at least there was that. I also managed to hit 54 million magic XP. I think we hit a strength milestone as well later on in the video. I believe it was 113 million in that, so it's really nice as all these years go by, you know, slowly but surely we are going to be hitting 200 mil in one of these combat stats some year from now. I would imagine it would be by the end of 2021. As much as I've been doing Slayer lately, a lot of people do ask me if I would ever consider going for 200 million. Absolutely. I think the fact that I can do all of the Slayer monsters in this loot series with, you know, that extra bonus of damage because wearing the Slayer helmet is so beneficial, I think that would really just add to the series progression. So I will work on that. Obviously, I'm not committing to 200 mil, but I will keep it in the back of my mind for sure. The Dragon Hunter Lance was used so much during this video. One of the best investments on all these Ancient Wyvern tasks. I even got assigned Red Dragons, Skeletal Wyverns at one point, and just so many different types of dragons. Dragons. So really do love the Lance, always worth the investment. I was assigned Rune Dragons twice and Addy Dragons 3 times. Rune Dragons were extended, so the money there is always going to be multiple mils, even if you get assigned just like 40 of them. Plus you got that chance at the rare, so it's always worth doing. Using the blood amulet there alongside the insulated boots makes it so that you never have to bank until you want to, which is why I really encourage you guys to check out that blood amulet, because on dragon tasks, especially the ones that make you the most money, they are very effective. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, loot from 24 hours of Konar Slayer completed, and only died 3 times in the making this video, so pretty proud of this, all done in one sitting. And looking at the bank tab there, you can see a lot of items were achieved. Over 100 as a matter of fact. 29 Brimstone keys in 24 hours. I did see a lot more Brimstone keys in the beginning than I did towards the middle and end, but nevertheless, I mean, you can kind of say it was over just about 1 per hour, little extra. These Brimstone keys were released into the game February 7th, 2019, so almost 2 years now. Really cool. I really did enjoy this update when it came out. The best things you can get from this, and definitely the rarest things, would be the Mystic Dusk set, and luckily I did actually get another piece to my collection log. Over 100 Brimstone chests have been opened on this account now, since there is a nice little tracker at the bottom left, and it's nice that we got the robe top. It's not worth much money, although it should be, unlike the Dagonhai robes in the Laren's chests, but hey, it is what it is. I will take what I can get. I do apologize for not showing Rune Light, but overall loot was just about 2.6 million from those Brimstone chests, and here we go with the hard clue scrolls, starting off with pretty much nothing from that medium clue. Nice little 300k reward, alongside that a 200k from these hard clue scroll caskets. And the secret's out now. Obviously we did not get any pet during this video, no imbued heart, although we did have over 11 superiors killed, and no eternal slayer gem. No third age from the hard clues, but you know, there's still that one master, and what a shock, no third age from that either, but that's okay. You know, it was a good video overall. You know, the ending slayer XP was actually 27.89 mil, so just about 500k experience gained overall. And now we're going to look at the bank tab and do the price check individually, item by item, row by row. So many different items that we can price check, and I think by not seeing the bank tab value and by not seeing the Rune Light loot tab, instead of seeing the number the whole video, you know, you only get to see it at the very end once everything is added up. And of course, all the supplies that we use, the cannonballs, the potions, as well as the ice barrage tasks, that will be all taken into account and subtracted from the overall price check. So the first price check comes out to be 2.9 million, the second one 2.8 million, the third one coming out to be 3.3 million, and as I'm editing this video, I'm kind of laughing to myself. The fourth price check, obviously I did not get 10,000 soul runes from this, unless I did a little rune crafting on the side, so that's 4.5 mil, but it's actually 3 mil, so let's make sure to minus 1.5 from whatever the final number is. Always gotta be one thing wrong in these price checks, I swear. But anyway, the last price check, this is all the whips and everything else. This is 7.8 million. So although I typed in chat 21.4 mil from 24 hours of Konar Slayer, I lied. It is literally exactly 20 mil if we take away those soul runes. And it is important to note that that price check done just now included all the Brimstone loot and all the clue scroll loot. So it's a 100% accurate price check. Ended with 1,842 Slayer points, so we only gained 300, but that's because we skipped 4 tasks and we blocked 2. So there was like 500 points spent just on that. Overall, 500k Slayer experience in 24 hours. Not my proudest XP per hour, but hey, we made money, we made profit, and we had fun. So overall, thank you guys very much for watching the video. I have some great news for you guys. Since I'm back from vacation, had an amazing time at the beach, I have a video planned for you guys every day starting today at 6 o'clock p.m. EST for the next 10 days in a row. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 10 days with a different loot video every day. We've been working really hard for you guys, and I'm very excited to show you what we've been doing. Until next time, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Mr. No Sleep, out.